You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 25th of November, 2025. It is 64 days after the fall equinox. It is 26 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 5th day of Frimaire, the day of the cochon, the pig. The sun rises today at 6:54 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:43 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:31 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:01 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 5:35 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute 35 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 25% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Friday, the 28th of November. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 1:15 a.m., 1 meter 22. In the morning, low tide, 7:08 a.m., 21 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:26 p.m., 1 meter 43. In the evening, low tide, 7:45 p.m., 0 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the more tender herbs in the garden have gone by now. The various basils have bit the dust, along with some parsleys, and the tarragon looks distinctly droopy. But the hardier herbs are still going strong. Sage, thyme, oregano, and rosemary are full and green and healthy. It isn't an accident that these are the very herbs that bespeak cold weather cooking, with their heavier, more aromatic flavors. As we pass into the colder months and we crave richer stews and roasts, the herbs of the garden are right in sync with us. Isn't it interesting how the food plants of the season have a rhythm that exists in symbiosis with our own? Commemorations. Today is Evacuation Day in New York City. It marks the day in 1783 when the last British troops left the city, having occupied it throughout the War of Independence. Evacuation Day was once a major holiday in the city, but was overshadowed by the new Thanksgiving holiday in the late 19th century, and has been little celebrated since. On the day the British left, they nailed the Union Jack to a flagpole at the Battery, and greased the pole. An intrepid young man managed to climb up the pole and pull down the British colors. Through the early 19th century, the event was reenacted as part of the celebration. On the evening of the day the British departed, Governor DeWitt Clinton of New York hosted a dinner at Fraunces Tavern in Lower Manhattan. George Washington was in attendance. At the end of the dinner, 13 toasts were offered in gratitude for American independence and our allies in the war. These are the toasts the guests drank to. To the United States of America. To His Most Christian Majesty, Louis XVI. To the United Netherlands. To the King of Sweden, to the Continental Army, to the fleets and armies of France which have served in America, to the memory of those heroes who have fallen for our freedom. May our country be grateful for her military children. May justice support what courage has gained. To the vindicators of the rights of mankind in every quarter of the globe, may America be an asylum to the persecuted of the earth. May a close union of the states guard the temple they have erected to liberty. May the remembrance of this day be a lesson to princes. Happy Evacuation Day to all New Yorkers. On this day in 1940, the cartoon character Woody Woodpecker made his debut in Walter Lance's cartoon Knock Knock. Finally, today is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Sponsored by the United Nations, it highlights the pervasive violence directed at women around the world. A particular aim of the day is to highlight that the scale and true nature of the issue is very often hidden. The theme of this year's observation is violence perpetrated in the digital realm. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 25th of November, 2025.